Gosh, look how
Started our
nice.
lives with zero debt.
Yeah, that's not happening in this Puerto Rican household. I'll tell you right now.
Stop.
None of the above happen like that.
You guys.
Welcome back
to the Controlled Chaos Podcast. Do you know what? I'm not gonna cut this. I'm not gonna cut this. You don't want me to cut this? I'm not gonna cut this. I'm gonna let this roll.
Okay.
Do you know what number episode we're on?
I don't know. 10?
Everybody say yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you knew exactly what it was.
I would know. I just took a random guess.
So it's pretty exciting. But if you were to tell somebody what, number episode this was, how would you do it?
This is episode 10.
Bruh.
No.
What I mean is, how would you actually tell somebody?
What do you mean?
What I mean is...
Oh, how would I let them know?
Yeah,
would I call them?
Yeah.
Would I DM them? I'd probably text them and say, hey, watch episode 10.
Because everything could have been a text.
Yes.
That's kind of like...
It's true.
Where I kind of want to start today. Could it have been a text? We cannot be the only people who possibly feel this way.
Yeah, I feel like it just, when in doubt, text me. Because number one, I'm probably not going to answer the phone. I'm like the worst at that.
But are your red receipts on?
Yes, I never took them off. And you know what? It's accountability because, everyone has their phone in their hand and people know that. They know that. You can also take off the green dot when you're on Instagram. No, everybody know. I'm on it all day, just like all y'all.
You can take off the green dot?
Someone told me that you can take off the green dot so people don't know when you're active on Instagram.
Oh, I love that though. I would love to take off all my green. Can you do that I have to assume you could do that on Facebook too.
I don't know, but probably on Facebook.
Oh, they're owned by the same company.
Well,
I know for a fact that because I don't play video games. I have all the video games, but if I were to play, I have the live version.
Okay.
And I don't want to play with anybody. I just want to just turn it on, play for 5 minutes, and then be done.
Yeah.
So you can turn off your live notification, so nobody knows that you're on.
It's kind of weird to me. It's kind of like.
What do you mean?
What do you mean by that?
You have your red receipts on. You literally, it's an accountability thing.
Yeah, I know. I don't mind if people know that I'm on Instagram. I don't mind if people know that I'm home and my car's in my driveway. I don't mind if people know that I'm.
So does that mean if you read it, you have to respond right away? Because it's time marked. It's time stamped.
I usually do. The thing is if it's a question I don't have the answer to, or I don't want to answer, I just say, oh, hold on. Let me get back to you. I'm just really busy right now.
Do you know how to read a text message with the red receipts?
Yes.
Without
when it pops up, and then you just hold it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can pop up, you can hold it. You can on the iPhone, you can just drag it down, peek.
Yeah.
Not the whole message.
Just, no, the beginning part. Yes.
So if it's important or not.
Yes. Or if it's going to be an annoying text, But at the end of the day, I try to respond to people really, really fast. And it actually annoys me because Lewis keeps his red receipts on. And I'm like, I know.
You both see.
Yeah. I'm like, I know you read it. Why didn't you respond?
Well, that's pretty loaded, right? Because you could have been he could be shifting gears.
No,
he could be saving. He could be putting out a fire.
No, you can say.
I'm pretty sure those are the things that he does.
Okay. If you're putting out a fire, not looking at your phone and reading your texts, right?
No, it's wrong. Because
you're not.
No, wrong, and wrong again. And this is another episode where I'm right and you're wrong.
I'm right, you're wrong.
Here's why. So Siri can read the text messages to you. So you can acknowledge the message, but doesn't necessarily mean that.
No, you can always write back either okay, acknowledge, okay, we'll look into it, get back to you soon. Just don't leave me on red. I don't like that.
Do you know who just recently put it on?
Who?
Tara.
She never had her red receipts on.
And she's trying to tell me she's had them on forever. I'm like, no.
Did she just get a new phone? Maybe a new phone?
No.
No?
No. And you guys do realize.
Are your red receipts on?
No.
I hate that.
Leave that out. No, they're not. They're not on, and I refuse to put them on. And here's the thing. Do you guys realize, those of you with the red receipts on,
the
other person doesn't have them on. You have no idea. Ours are just delivered to you.
What do you mean?
You don't know when.
But you can tell when I read it.
I can tell when you read it, but you can't tell when I read. when
Yeah, I know that. But I'm
so
just
it's
saying,
for
like,
you.
I'm honest. I
But
just want
it's
to
for
keep
you.
the honesty. I read
Why
it.
do you need to know when you read the text message? Or why
It's
do you
for
need to let the other
everybody
person
because
know?
it's not like
Why do you need to let the other person know when you read?
because
Because over I
they need to know I've seen it. I've acknowledged. I wouldn't just leave. I don't leave people unread.
Look, we're spiraling right now. The point is it's true though. Most everything that people send today,
Yeah, it could be a text.
because how many times have you like hung up the phone and like you know what people not to answer the phone for too? Because that definitely could have been a text, or then you have time wasters.
Oh yeah,
And I'm not
that's
talking
gonna be
about
a
people
long
that you
time.
want to talk to,
Yeah.
like people where you feel like you just know, like, and probably more professionally speaking than anything. But I guess it could be like family, it doesn't matter, where they'll just
Talk
a
your ear
simple.
off.
But you know what I really, really love professionally speaking is when somebody calls me, asks me a question, I give them an answer, and they're like, "Okay, thank you for your time," and boom, done.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Oh my
Bye.
god, that is the best.
I don't know how to cut people off. I try.
Oh, but you could be. You can say you can make up anything. You have the kids.
I know. I
You
just
have a
like
client calling.
so many times I feel like they've been like going nuts in the background. I just have the person on mute because I don't know how to say I gotta go.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. And we're gonna this segment. We'll call this like the tell-all, right?
Yeah.
Truth or die.
Okay.
You got to tell the truth or you die.
Okay.
That's the name
I'm
of this
dying
segment.
anyway.
Oh, hell, I mean now. Okay.
Okay.
So here it is. How many times have you been in the bathroom while on the phone and muted for the flush?
Oh, a million times. Like literally all the time. Listen, you gotta go, you gotta go.
Depending on who it is, I will mute it or I won't. But the most, I think it's so awkward when I hear someone flush the toilet in the background and I'm like,
Oh, and they
damn,
didn't let you know.
were.
Well, they
Yeah.
had to be close with you.
I would hope so.
Right? Like,
Yeah,
can you
I would
imagine
hope
a
so.
random? One time I was on the phone with my dad and I flushed and he's like, "Did you just go to the bathroom?" And I was like,
Yeah, Dad.
"Yeah, I did. I did. Sorry." I'm not above that.
But like, see,
No.
like I have no problem texting in the bathroom.
No.
Scrolling.
Listen, my kids, okay, when they have to go to the bathroom and they run to the bathroom and it's a number 2,
Yeah.
they're screaming to me, "Bring me the iPad." Because the iPad or the phone is the new magazine.
It's true, but it's just the feet, the legs fall asleep if you sit there way too long.
Oh, I don't have the luxury of waiting long.
No,
no, it's quick.
I do, and I don't have anything to hide from or run from in my home. I just there's something about the throne that's
so
just so
sacred.
It really. Do you remember when people would have magazines in the bathroom?
Yeah. That's not a thing. And the same thing in like waiting rooms. When I see a waiting room with like magazines, I'm like, what is this from 1985?
Because now it's just like TVs now.
TVs where people are literally on their phone. They're emailing, they're Instagramming, they're Facebooking. I mean, they're on their phone. Like, let's be real.
Do you use the Do Not Disturb feature on your phone?
I never use it.
I'm starting to see more and more people use Do Not Disturb.
Me too. And I'm like, wow, people really don't want to be disturbed.
Well, I think it's like a subconscious thing too, right? So I think I'm going to start using it more when I'm golfing because.
Oh my God.
Well, check this out. Think about this for a second.
Can I go golfing one day?
Yeah, absolutely. Think about this. When your Do Not Disturb is on and you go to text somebody, do you think twice about that text? Do I really need to send it or can it wait?
No. I think when you send the text,
you can choose whether you
responds back. Do not disturb.
No.
You mean your text when your texts are on Do Not Disturb?
Yeah, when your text is on Do Not Disturb, it pops up on the other person's screen. It says their notification silenced.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Notification silenced.
It's happened to me, but I don't do it to others. Again,
okay,
because there's no boundaries. Just call, text me whenever you want.
So if you see that, are you going to text that person?
No,
unless it's important. Because here's the fun part.
Yeah.
When you send it, like you can send it and notify them if it's really important too. Like you can kind of like bypass it. But like you feel like also when people's Do Not Disturb is on, it goes straight to voicemail too when you call.
I think I've done that by accident to people.
Hit the FU button?
No, like they're on do not disturb, like they're on sleep and I didn't notice.
I still can't figure it out because there's so many different do not disturb things.
Oh, really?
And
yeah. I feel like people are doing it for their screen time too. Like they have a bedtime now.
Oh no, but like setting a screen time limit?
Yeah.
No, that's ridiculous.
And then your phone goes on do not disturb maybe at 9:00 and you know that you can't be texting and calling because it's time for night.
If you're watching this on YouTube, can you see the bags under my eyes?
Oh my God. He's like, oh, I put my eye cream. Can you tell?
You gotta tell everybody I use eye cream. Okay. Well,
yes.
you know
moisture
what?
search.
I
right?
do, yeah.
Moisture.
Clinique.
Why can't I say that? Moisture.
Moisture, because moist is such a weird word.
Moisture search. Yeah.
Yeah, I take great pride in it, but like I stare at it in the corner of my eye and I'm like, because you're listening to this on Apple. By the way, I have to get this thing on Spotify.
A lot of people are letting me know that they're listening on Apple, like in their car, and
we prefer. I think like you know.
I don't like to look at myself either. I'm like, ew, what happened there? No.
Oh God, so much salt the day before. I can't.
Oh God, yeah, no.
That's why I like starting a little later because I can get the Pelly in and I can just like flush the system. Nevertheless, most things you can just text most things.
Mm-hmm.
Although, like, I'm not gonna lie. Do you do the voice to text?
Yeah.
Really? Do you?
All
what
the time.
Are you, like 70 years old?
Yeah. I do all the time in the car, and then I'll be like, God damn it, voice text, because it'll get like a name wrong or it'll get.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate asking Siri to send a text message. You know why?
You know when Melinda gets really mad at my sister gets really pissed that I press the Siri and I go, call Melinda. And she's like, stop it. Just look.
But it's so convenient.
I love it.
Yeah, it's convenient, but I don't use it. I don't use it all the time. And I don't like using
67.
Siri. Yeah, you are. You're old. So because Siri does not, everybody, if you're listening to this, you have a way so they said there's a tonality in the way that we speak, but I think the same can be said for the way that somebody texts.
Same. Okay. So we were just saying a little bit before we started, I was like, I like to, like when I'm asking someone to do something, especially for work, add a little smiley face at the end so that they know that I'm happy and that it's like a nice and I'm not ordering you to do stuff. Yeah. And Mike is like, oh, I like to put exclamation points. I was like, everywhere. I don't do that because I feel like people think that I'm yelling at them.
No, you know what?
It's like all caps.
Well, no. See, all caps. I feel like you're yelling. The implication is you are yelling. My father, rest in peace, when he would text, that dude would send everything in caps. Like,
really?
Yeah, like shift on lock. Okay, like everything was in caps. So I felt like, dude, take it easy, bro. But like, I send it for emphasis, like good morning, exclamation point. Like
see, I put good morning and then the sunshine emoji, like that I
think that's
nice.
too much work unless it's in your recents.
Oh, it's the sunshine emoji, the happy face, all of those are like the praise hands, hallelujah, are all they're all in my recents.
We have to look at each other's recents. Like mine it's so okay.
You have the eggplant in there.
I don't have the eggplant. Hold on one second. The worst part about picking up your phone is that you start looking at text messages. Okay, I'm just gonna go to Maria Lauren.
Yeah, go to me. Go to the recent.
I'm gonna go to recents. Do you think any of those are weird?
The dog, the little crying, the matrimony. Why do you have so many how many times are you using the wedding one?
I had a friend just get married.
Okay.
We're going to talk about weddings today. We're going to, but wait, show me yours. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to screenshot this so people don't think there's no cap here. This is exactly.
Let me go to you. No cap.
No cap.
Okay. These are mine. Of course, the Puerto Rican flag is on.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
The heart. I use the heart a lot.
The A-OK one. Okay.
Which one is that?
A-OK.
Oh, is that mean to
this is quite literally. So you're big on the faces. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense then. Because all right, house, because we are realtors, we always have a house in our John. Plain palm trees, Puerto Rican flag. Okay, this makes sense. That's not crazy. But you know what? I like to like walk up to people like a social experiment. Mm-hmm. We'll go to Starbucks one day.
I know.
And we're just gonna ask people, can we see your most recent emojis? And then we'll have to. Oh man, I
feel like that'd be like kind of fun.
That would be funny. But this is the thing, like you can You can't send an emoji when you call somebody.
No.
I feel that's why when you call somebody, it's got to be important. Unless, like, again, there's levels to this.
I called him the other day on the weekend, and he goes, "Who died?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay. I'm sorry for ruining your weekend."
Oh yeah. Oh,
Tara.
dude. Oh my
I'm
god.
like, "I'm sorry. It wasn't that important." But I was like, I just felt like I had to call you instead of text you. It was just easier.
No, that's completely fine. I know.
Too long to text things.
Yeah.
They're like too long to text.
If it is too long to text, then probably worth a call.
Do you, in like something that's going on in your life?
Mm-hmm.
Me and my sister and my cousin do this. Like, we're telling each other, but we're also telling like our other friends that we're really close with. Like, I might tell you and I might tell them. Do you copy and paste the whole story, or do you just screenshot what you already sent? Because Taylor always screenshots what she already sent to her other friends.
Oh, if you're sharing something with somebody, like in another text.
Like, no, like a story. Like, let's say it's a really long story. You already typed out everything, right? Would you copy and paste it, or do you just screenshot what you already sent and send it to someone else?
I screenshot it because, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I do that a lot when I'm communicating with clients and I'm texting other agents. If I just copy and paste, did you know if I really sent it or not? So I screenshot the dialogue with the other agent just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, to answer your question, I screenshot and send it.
Yeah.
It's so convenient. You know, that's like.
Have you ever got caught up? This has happened to me in interior design, not so far in real estate, and I pray it doesn't, where you're talking shite about a client and you send it to them.
This
and you send it to them. You meant to send it to someone else, but they're in your recents.
This has happened so many times. But
can you play it off?
Wait a minute. Breaking news.
It's too low.
I'm so done.
I'm done.
I'm done with these buttons. Did you see WWDC? So it's the Apple event. Comes out, every late spring, early summer. And the new iOS 16, you know what you're going to be able to do? Did you not see this? Unsend within a matter of time, or edit or delete.
Yeah, I like that.
But here's the caveat.
Only if they have their red receipts on. Like, how do you know?
Doesn't matter. If you know you messed up, you can hurry up and go back and delete it. If you sent something wrong, like, you can go back and boom,
what if they had their phone in their hand? They already saw it.
Then it's too late.
Oh.
But can you prove it if you didn't screenshot it?
Right.
Like, I don't know what you're talking about. But check this out. They will know that you've edited, though.
Oh.
Who cares? If you don't know what it was,
I spelled a word wrong. Not that I was saying you're the most annoying human being.
I have quite literally done this so many times. Like, where I've texted a client something that is just so out of left field. Because maybe I was texting my wife, or I don't know, somebody else.
Yeah.
Nothing too extreme though. Also, I don't really text ridiculous things or vulgar things.
I don't either.
Maybe because I'm getting older as a male, even as a male though, like, you're talking about like the eggplant emoji, like maybe that's a little bit funny, but no, I'm pretty buttoned up. Like, I like to let the hair down, like, when I'm in the car with the guys or whatever, and maybe say a few obscenities. No, because the cloud is forever. I'm convinced, I am mortified at some of the things that I've said and done in the past, and Facebook is a constant reminder of that. But we've talked about this before.
100%.
I've gone back and deleted memories.
Wow. Well, that's smart. But I think I've been smart so far. There might be stuff that I think is like cringy, but nothing that I'm embarrassed of too bad to delete it. But
that's good.
As far as being able to like delete a text, I mean, that would definitely come in handy. And sometimes you have to be careful how fast you're texting, because sometimes the next text message comes up and you start texting that person. Does that ever happen to you?
That happens all the time.
And that's when you can get caught up saying the wrong thing to the wrong person.
Or check this out. If you have a group chat with somebody else.
Yeah. Well, I have two that are too similar, because me, you, and Melinda is the Don't Mess Express.
Yes.
And then I have the Tonta chat with Melinda and Taylor. So sometimes I get mixed up between those two.
It is funny. But like, let's say, but at least it's named something else. But you can still see the person's name pop up when you text. So check this out. So like, if you're texting somebody solo, but they're also, so this is where it really gets jacked up. If you have a group chat, right? And maybe you want to talk shit on Melinda to Taylor, but you end up just texting Melinda or you put it in the group chat instead of just the Taylor.
Yeah.
Or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
or vice
yeah,
versa, or whatever it is. Especially if that other person didn't answer, are they going to answer right back to you? If you pop back, anyway, we're overcomplicating this, but yes, it has happened. It has absolutely, definitely happened. But we have to. I'm going to go back to my most recent emojis.
Yes, back to the marriage one, to weddings.
Yeah,
specifically.
Britney Spears just got married.
Yeah, congrats.
I had no idea. I don't follow her on Instagram. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Here's the thing.
Free Britney.
I do, because it's for your entertainment. Okay. But her dress was Versace. I thought it was an okay dress. I don't understand why she didn't do her hair or her makeup. Like, it looks like she rolled out of bed.
Because she has fallen apart.
She is, but the wedding looked really, really pretty. Selena Gomez was there.
Is she coherent, Brittany? Is she in the right mental? Does she have the fortitude?
They're saying that she does. Okay, but then her whole family was not invited. Her mom, her dad, her sister, Jamie Lynn.
Yeah, they ain't getting paid anymore. That's
and yeah, so I thought that was kind of sad because, you know, she was getting married.
Why? They all abused her.
I think that her sons also didn't go for some reason. But
how long has she known this?
She looked, at the end of the day, she looked happy. That's
okay.
She looked very
as long
happy.
As Britney is happy.
Yeah.
And so you said Joe Biden went?
No. Paris Hilton didn't go do a gig for Joe Biden to go to Britney's wedding, which she made the right choice. No, like
no.
You get invited to Britney Spears' wedding, you're going.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Bro, how much money did Paris put in the envelope for Britney?
I don't know. Like, what do celebrities do? I think they get them like Hermes plates or something, or like do you even do a registry for like that? No, I don't know. Kim K did when she got married to Humphreys. She did a registry.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I wonder.
Bed Bath and Beyond.
I think when you're that rich, you don't put in money in the card. I think.
Yeah, you just an extravagant gift.
But like, because there's nothing for us, you don't get a gift. That I'm telling you right now, do not go out and buy a bridal gift for a wedding.
But for the bridal shower, you can.
Yes, for the shower, but don't show up with a blender or even nice like stemware. Don't bring that to a wedding. Like, you have to put money in the card. Hello.
I gotta get comfortable for this one because this one strikes a chord.
Yeah, like, listen, you have to pay per plate. That is proper etiquette. What do you feel the price was per plate at the venue? And then you adjust accordingly. A very expensive venue, and do your research, people. Look it up. It's so easily researchable about how many dollar signs there are on the knot at that particular venue. If you see $3 signs, adjust your amount. If you see 2 or 1, they didn't spend that much. Okay, you can give them a little less.
But I think there's categories.
Well,
if it's family, if you're in the wedding, you gotta.
How close are you? I think if you're in the wedding, you should be able to give less because you just spent so much money being in the wedding. Okay. But, you always feel closer because you're in the wedding, you end up giving more.
You end up giving more. And for family, I think you give more for family. Family is always more.
Like, your siblings get the most, I would say.
How much?
Well, it depends. Again, the venue.
But okay, so there's a built-in, there's a curve. Okay, so depending on the venue, I guess depending on the relationship that you have with the person, but there's got to be.
If you can only put $50 in a card, don't go.
Don't RSVP, but send the card anyway, right?
Send the card, send the $50, but don't waste your friend's money or your family member. Just don't.
Wait,
go.
You know what? Pause.
What?
Pause. Okay. If you can't afford to have a wedding, then don't have a wedding.
No. You're not. You don't want your guests to pay for your wedding. I get that. But I'm just saying, be respectful as a wedding guest.
Sometimes, just even whatever happened to your presence. We did this for our.
Your presence was enough. Yeah. I know.
Your presence
I'm not
is your
materialistic.
Present. No, I get it. We got married in Mexico on the beach, so literally.
But that's also different. They had to pay for flights, hotel.
Yeah. And some people still gave. We didn't. We told people.
Had I been invited, guess who would have given? But another time.
We did invite. I think we absolutely invited Melinda.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
wow.
100%. 100%. Yeah, we definitely didn't invite you, but we definitely invited Melinda. But
you picked the wrong one.
Melinda, I don't think she could have. I don't remember when it was.
What year was it?
2018.
I think were the girls born?
September.
It might have been. She might have been in the hospital.
Yeah. So we had a destination wedding, and we told people your presence is your present. Like, so you didn't need. So okay, right? You get married in Disney. You're doing a destination wedding. Probably not so important. But here's the thing, too. Like, are you? I think. I don't know. It's just the cost of a wedding has been so inflated. Like here's the most messed up part. Because guess what? I can speak to this because I lived it in 2018. And although, yes, it was a destination wedding, there was a ton of planning involved. Did I do any of it?
No.
You know, that's debatable. I helped.
He showed up.
I helped. I don't remember much of the night, but it was beautiful. I did help. Here's the thing. So, you throw a wedding in front of this event, right? And like maybe you want to just rent out this beautiful venue and do, I don't know, Sweet 16 or just, I don't know, whatever it is. But the second you put wedding in front of something, the prices skyrocket.
Yes.
Absolutely skyrocket. And here's the thing. No one asked you to throw $100,000 wedding. Ridiculous. For a day. I think the wedding is becoming more and more overrated.
Okay, here's my
that's
thing.
just my thought.
Here's my other thing. Take. People spend so much time planning the wedding.
Yeah.
Right?
To not even be a party to the wedding.
Not even that. They don't spend enough time planning their marriage. That's what they don't spend enough time on.
Wow, drop a bomb.
And I'm not kidding. The wedding is one day. Guess what? Your marriage is the rest of your life. So you could have spent all that time and energy getting to know each other better, having discussions about finance, about children, about how to grow a connection.
Listen, people, we're not trying to Dr. Phil you. We're just keeping it
I'm just saying, like, you're going to spend all this money. And guess what? Divorce rate's 50%. So
it's pretty freaking high, no? That is, the divorce rate is very, very high, but we cannot just assume that people. Let me ask you, how long so this is totally opinionated, right? How long should the engagement process be?
Okay, well,
this is changing. We're a little old school.
I'm old school, but I also feel like at this point in my life is different than when I got engaged and I was like a baby. I was a tiny person. I was only 22. So I feel like now you can be engaged for like how long have you been dating before engaged? Is that what you're saying?
No, okay. We can go back. We can go back to dating. Like, how long do you? Everybody is different, though. I know people who dated for like a month or two. They're engaged and they're married all within the same year.
Yeah, I feel like when you're older.
So then, what does
it
matter?
Yeah, so it's like it could be a month, it could be 6 months. I don't think at this stage in the game people should be waiting 3-4 years because it's like, what are you waiting for, dude? Or girl, what are you waiting for?
Yeah,
then the engagement, it depends on where you're having the wedding, whether the logistics, with COVID, things got pushed back. But I would say a year is a good amount of time from engagement to wedding. Like, you have enough time.
I think we were like a year max, a year and a half.
Okay,
max.
I think we were like a year and a half.
And Tara, was planning everything.
Yeah,
I think that's what it was. What do you say? But if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Like, what are you in a relationship for at this stage in the game?
Do you even date if you don't have intentions on marrying?
Right. Or no, just
companionship. Some people just want companionship. Maybe there isn't no end. Maybe there isn't an end game.
Listen, if both people are on the same page, but I feel like more often than not, at this age, someone, either the girl or the guy, is not ready to commit, and they know that's not the person for them. They're just comfortable.
It's like The Ultimatum. It's like The Ultimatum.
It is.
Actually, it is. When you think about it, it's actually a pretty good show because this is how people truly do. This is how they think. This is thought process. But don't you think, like, also, can I say something that bothers me? Grinds my gears. And whatever, judge me. I don't care.
Judge him.
I don't give a shit if you judge me. I don't like it if the woman has to propose.
I don't like it either. Call me old school.
Call me old school, old fashioned.
Now, if Julia was like, I want to propose, I would say, no, that's not for you.
Yeah.
No, you're worth, honey. Make him get on that knee.
Yeah. No. And take a step back, okay? Because this is Pride Month and we recognize it. Obviously, when a woman is proposing to a woman, that is completely freaking fine. Yeah. I'm just talking, old school, man, woman.
I'm old school.
Yeah.
I don't want to Yeah, no, I don't want to do that.
And that would set me back, man. I don't know.
But do you think like a guy would feel like pressured to say yes? Sometimes girls are pressured to say yes, you know.
Yeah, you put on the spot. Wait, did you see the proposal that took place at Disney?
And they took away the ring.
Oh my God.
That guy,
technical foul. You can't do that.
What?
That
like,
was ridiculous.
That was so what a like
that was
aggressive.
Sucker. That was aggressive. Now you want me to play devil's advocate? I'm gonna do it. Okay. As the Disney defense attorney, you know, let's be honest. They probably shouldn't have been in a restricted area. But if you had clearance,
they didn't ask permission. That was the thing. But it's like, come on, dude.
But that guy really killed the vibe.
How long are they going to be standing up there? Like 5 minutes? Like, who cares?
If that, maybe you get down on one knee. Do you remember what Lou said when he proposed?
No, I don't.
I don't remember either.
I don't remember. I knew it was coming. You can't surprise me. I knew it was coming. He was taking too long. He was putting away food and cleaning dishes, which he never does. And I was like, nervous. Yeah, I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, do you need help? Like, what are you doing? He's like, no, I'm fine. But all I remember is that it was like a brief, maybe like a 2-minute, thing. And then I was like, okay, I have to call every single person I know.
Oh yeah.
And
absolutely.
then that was like 2 hours on the phone.
That was way longer than the proposal. Right?
But now that if I could do it again, I don't think I would have a wedding. I don't think I would. I would have
too easy. It's too easy for you to say that
because I've already had a big wedding.
Yeah,
I know.
Exactly.
I don't know. Like I just feel like I just value so much like an intimate, like really, professing your love for each other. That's what I would like now.
Yeah, I think
in a remote location, just alone.
We had a pretty good show. That's kind of what we wanted. And by the way, if you think you're going to get away with a destination wedding and save a boatload of money,
people show up, man.
People do show up. Let me tell you, people will show up and we partied, and that was so much fun. Now, was it 50,000? Nowhere close.
You made out good.
all in, because I have no shame in my game. Because we had a budget about 50,000 if we wanted to do it stateside. And what did we do? We did it in Mexico.
Did you guys pay it yourself or she paid it?
No, we paid it. We paid it and it was 17,000 all in.
See, I went different for my children. Well, actually my mom, super generous. I was paying for all my own wedding and I go to make like the next payment at the venue and they go, your mom came in and she paid it off. Oh. Because she literally took a loan from her 401k and literally paid off my wedding.
Oh my God.
And I was like, Mom, why would you do this?
Oh, that's so beautiful though.
I want the opportunity to do that for my daughter. I don't care.
Yeah, and if Juju, I said Juju. If she comes to you and knowing that, do you tell her? Or do you see? I wouldn't tell her, and she's gonna go back to episode 10 one day. I don't tell her. I make her believe that she's going to.
I mean, she would have a budget. It's not like we're paying.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if she thinks she's going to pay for it, and they're modest about it, and they go out and it's like 20,000, then you're like, oh my gosh.
I don't think a wedding's going to be 20,000 in like 20 years.
I don't know. It depends. Well, it depends on what you want. Like,
yeah,
I'm not.
I don't think that you would abuse the privilege, but I just
Lou,
feel
do
like
you hear this? You've made the promise already.
Oh, I told him already. I said, just so you know, you have one daughter. You're paying for a beautiful dress.
That's a very old school mentality where the father and the daughter's parents, they pay. And I don't think today that's the way it works, though.
No, a lot of people don't. I mean, my sister didn't, Melinda, and I felt bad because my mom was in a different position. She paid for her own. But like at the end of the day, I just want to be able to like provide that. And I only have one daughter. Maybe it would be different if I had like 3 and I'd be like, no, you're on your own. I get you your dress.
Let me ask you a question. Does it freak you out?
Yeah.
That you may, for Julia, drop 50, 60, 70,000 on a wedding?
No. There's nothing too good for my daughter.
Okay, wait a minute. Knowing that the divorce rate is at 50%.
Well, if I really had reservations about the guy, I'd be like, listen, girl.
But you only have
We're going to Olive Garden. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, I don't know.
You're kidding, but you're not. So here's the thing. Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
well, like like when your parents pay, do they have to approve of your spouse?
I think it.
Right?
I don't know. It's like, That's a tough
what if
corner
they don't
to be backed into.
Approve of? What if they don't really like the girl or the guy?
Well, it's not. Then they say you marry your spouse, you marry their family, but I think that's changing too.
Well, you know what? There's a new phenomenon I find of these boundaries. Like, I have none.
Yeah,
but
what the hell? Boundaries are a real thing today.
They're very real. Like, people are like, no, I have
was
boundaries.
Foreign to us growing up. Like, boundaries weren't. There was boundaries.
Like, people are like, my mother-in-law or my mother can't just show up at my house. They have to call me prior. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm okay with it because I have no boundaries. But people are very strict about these things. I find that kind of it's foreign to me. That's all. It's not wrong.
That's a little boundary. I don't think that's crazy.
Why, you have the same? Someone has to call you before, like your parents have to call you before they come to your house?
No. Hell no. My mother-in-law, when she comes to the house, I yell at her because she rings the doorbell still.
You're like, just come in.
I'm like, Patty, you know the code to the door. We know it's you. You ring the doorbell, the dog goes crazy. Just walk in. We know because you texted us and told us you were on the way. Yeah. Just come on in. Just walk. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. No boundaries. Like, I could show up anywhere, any one of my family members' homes. I have the codes to everything, keys to everything.
Yeah.
No, but it is different. It is different. Society is different.
Yeah.
Because growing up, like doors could be unlocked. You know, storm door, only thing open. Mm-hmm. We live in a different world.
We do.
And you remember, like, did Nancy have a big wedding?
She had a huge wedding. She paid for herself.
And how much? Now, adjusted for inflation.
She told me that she paid $40,000.
No way. Back then?
She had a huge wedding.
That's a massive wedding.
And
back then,
she had a band. She had a DJ. She had.
Yeah, this is a cultural thing.
Like 300 people.
Did Nancy make her money back?
Absolutely not.
But you know them Italians, boy. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, no. Like, if you want to make back money, make some Italian friends because they always really put in good money.
They saw The Godfather. You know, let me tell you.
And you know how my husband is. We're basically Italian if you invite us to your wedding. Because he pronounces it mozzarella. So, the mozz.
How's he say calamari?
Calamad.
Calamad, yeah. Yeah, it's just not me though. I'm as American as they go. I swear. But yeah, our wedding, nice, quiet for the most part. I don't know. It was a really, really good time. And we spent, it was respectable. It wasn't, we weren't overzealous about it. Mm-hmm. And we took the rest of the money, bought a house, paid off all of our student loan debt.
Oh my gosh.
Started our lives with zero debt.
Yeah, that's not happening in this Puerto Rican household. I'll tell you right now. None of the above happened like that.
But you guys, I mean, come on, did really well for yourselves.
Yeah, well, we're trying. What are you gonna do? Try our best.
Well, that's all you can do, Yeah. But like this whole preconceived notion that when we judge people for getting married fast, or
I don't judge anyone for that. Yeah, but I love love.
But it's like how many times have you been to weddings? And I've absolutely been to weddings where they've already been divorced. Have you?
Oh, like a second wedding?
Yeah. No. Like where you went to a wedding and that unionship is no longer.
Yeah. I mean, you can kind of feel it coming on anyway. So you're like, well, another one bites the dust.
But here's the thing: like when you listen, and when you get your next invitation, okay, and you're going to the next wedding, what you should do is you should flip a coin.
Oh my God!
Because there's a 50% chance that
we'll bet
wedding,
on it.
Yeah,
because we like to bet.
We do. Did you watch Game 4 of the finals? See,
no, but you know what I was thinking? I really don't like horse racing because I feel like it's really mean to the animal.
Yeah, but they do whip them.
I would like to get dressed up and go and gamble a sick amount of money.
We can go like the Preakness. We can go to Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, the Kentucky Derby. Louis wants to make a trip out of it. I would like to do it.
Yeah, no, I'd be in for that. But you don't like the fact that they whip the horses?
No, I don't like how they treat them after. After they like win and they, they're done with them, they kind of just like discard them and then they're of no use to them anymore. And it's like, it's still an animal. It's a pet. It's like brought you a lot of money at one point. Yeah, treat it lovingly.
Jack Harlow is from Kentucky.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he has his own meal at KFC.
Ew, I hate KFC, by the way.
But do you notice like the boomers love it though?
They do?
Older yeah.
I feel like they like Wendy's, but that's because I have one by me and they're all old people.
Do you not like the Wendy's?
I would prefer Chick-fil-A.
I'm just okay, Maria Lauren. We'd all prefer something else, but I'm saying you're dealing with the circumstances.
I'm not a huge fan of the Wendy's. Like I'll go.
But you remember when Wendy's they served their food in them yellow containers, though.
Yeah, that was better. I like those fries better.
It's just so different. Oh, by the way, did you listen to the new Post Malone album?
I didn't, but I am now that you mentioned it.
Okay, so
I want to hear it.
I'll give you my take on it.
Okay.
So like 16 songs, 2 bonus songs, 24 Karat Toothache. I think I'm going to give it. I'll use the Tonto meter because it just. Here's where I'm at. I'm gonna give it the.
How many?
I'm gonna give it the 2.5 tons.
That's it.
Yeah, because a lot of it, he is always sounding the same. Okay. Like there is like, and I know, yeah.
Is that his vibe? Is that his thing, or you think it's just redundant?
Yeah, a lot of it is. Yeah, and you know what I hate about music, and I hate about songs. Also, the song "Hateful" is actually really good. It's one of my favorite songs. So "Hateful" and "Cannot Be," the sadder song, is actually "I Cannot Be," or it's "Cannot Be," sadder song. Really, really good. 2 favorite tracks. When you're listening to music and it takes like 20, 30, 60 seconds of just music before the lyrics.
You don't like that?
No.
Just make the lyrics.
No, I want to hear the song. Yeah, I'm having a listening party in my bathroom. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to give, look, Posty, we love you. We'd love to have you on. We'd love to do an interview with Post Malone. Yeah. Maybe you see this. I'm going to put the hashtag Post Malone on this video.
I think he'll come on for sure. Why wouldn't he?
He's a very cool dude. Like me and Tara were talking about it. We're like, this dude is like super, super cool.
He looks really chill and like down to earth.
He looks like he might be a little smelly.
Do you think? I don't know. I wonder. I want to sniff him.
Yeah, I heard that Post Malone
doesn't shower.
Yep.
Like Brad Pitt.
Yeah. Wow, Brad Pitt doesn't shower.
No, he's like natural. I'm like, ew.
Ew. Like musky?
Ugh, yeah, that's something I can't get down with. I can't get down with the musky smell. And you know what? Natural deodorant doesn't work.
Well, you know what they say, like, because
just take the aluminum and smell better.
The aluminum. Okay, yeah, because they're like, oh, well, wearing deodorant can give you cancer. Well, let me tell you something. That's what I'm saying. You can get cancer from anything. You put on the deodorant. You don't have your kid be the smelly kid at school.
Oh yeah, no.
You scrub their balls before you send them away. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, no.
Brad Pitt, you practice good hygiene. It's absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, I like Post Malone. He looks like a smelly dude. You got to listen to the Post Malone album.
Yeah, I will.
And you know what's also funny?
Huh?
Because I'm going to end the tangent. We're not going to, we hate to keep you guys here forever, but. To be honest with you, no one's talking about J-Lo after she won that generational award. I hate to bring up past episodes, but kind of.
Oh, by the way, redaction. The movie...
Wait a minute. Hold that thought.
What?
How many times do you go back on an episode and be like,
"Oh, God. I said that wrong"? Yeah, like all the time. Like obviously that's why it's chaotic here. But the movie with Owen Wilson isn't The Proposal. It's called Marry Me. The one with Maluma and Owen Wilson. Yeah, I just had to say that. Also, another redaction. Another redaction is, I believe on a past episode, my godmother contacted me that my grandmother's name was not Josefina.
I'm dead.
It's just Josefa, okay? It's just, okay? Just redact it all.
I don't even want to redact anything. I'm like, Mike, you asshole. Like the numbers I come up with, the things that I say, I'm like, yeah, 40% of America doesn't do that. Don't put cheese on their sandwiches. Like that's ridiculous. That is so.
I know.
But you know what? We don't have there's not a big production team here. We don't have people checking us, guys.
No, we don't have
that's up to you. You want to call Cap? Like sometimes, like when we'll edit, like I'll put the cap on my head because I'm like, Mike, you are so full of it. Like that wasn't true. But sometimes we do have to redact. So Marry Me?
Yeah.
See, I never. And this is a brand new film.
Well, yeah, it came out last year. I think it was good. Watch it. It's probably on the planes right now.
No, dude, no.
It probably is. You can watch it on the way to Puerto Rico.
We can watch it on the way to Puerto Rico. No, I'm not gonna listen to any of your recommendations because I asked you to watch one show on Netflix and you never did it. Also, before we wrap up, let me repeat. Before,
okay,
did you see the new
Adam Sandler movie?
Really good, but no, not that.
Oh,
the one with the FLDS.
No.
The fundamentalist
the
church
Scientology?
No. The fundamentalist Church of Latter-day Saints.
Okay, what is?
Oh my God!
Are they like Scientologists?
No, they're more like Mormons. With
the Mormons.
The
Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Yes,
but this is different. This is way different.
No, but
this is not just this is like they're polygamous, but like
it's hitmen,
cult type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
no, I love that. I'll watch that. What is it on Netflix?
It's on Netflix. I just don't. It's like trending on Netflix. But
I'm very into that.
Very sad. Very.
No.
When you start bringing children into this shit, like it really, we watched it and we're just like, what a piece of shit. Yeah, it's so bad. Utah, why?
Utah.
But then they left Utah and they built a church in Texas. Mm-hmm. Why does everybody go to Texas to do this stuff? Because Texas, they'll shoot you. They don't care.
Yeah.
The laws are different. But anyway, I don't know. No spoiler. I'm not going to give all that. They got kicked out of Utah, went to Texas, and then they took like 200-300 kids with them. Oh. Stripped them from the parents. They did
psychotic.
They did bad things. Watch that. Watch the game show Bullshit on a lighter note because I still think that's hilarious. And then we should have a segment.
Okay.
We should have a bullshit show segment. I'm also thinking
we got to get some people on.
We were thinking about having some people on. Even if they're not here, we can have them call in.
Yeah, we can have a caller.
We always
caller number 5. Yeah. You're live with the Controlled Chaos podcast.
Well, let's come up with a segment where we call people that we know. And it doesn't have to be like interview, maybe like a take. Like, what would Jesus say? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or maybe, we're going to come up with something and then like put it like in the middle of the episode.
They have to figure out what we're bullshitting.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Try to catch Eminem bullshitting.
Yeah.
That would be a really good one. So if you made it this far in the video or this far in the episode, if you're listening on Apple, let us know. You could reach out to us on our social media because we are on social media.
We're on social.
And the little
Chaos green
pod. Dot. Yeah, turn it off.
Is
it always on?
It's always on.
I'm the first thing I do when we wrap up here is I'm turning off my green dot.
Oh my God.
People just send me reels all the time.
Yeah, and you never respond to me.
But if you go through my messages, I never respond to anybody on Instagram. We've talked about this before.
Yeah, I stopped sending you stuff. Like I find stuff that's funny, and I'm like, I'm not even going to send it to him because he's not going to respond.
I would send you in the tone to Mess Express. I would send I sent some funny things, some TikToks over there. Also, I think Tiki-Taki is dying a little bit. I'm just saying.
The Tiki-Taki
is dying. I think so. I don't know. We do have a TikTok account, so you should follow that too. We take some of the best clips and we throw them up on the Tiki-Taki. But I'm not gonna just ramble on because
it's done.
Yeah, and that's your job to ramble on. Yeah. So until next week.
Bye.
Bye. We love you.
Love you.
Don't forget to comment,
like,
and subscribe.
Woohoo!